Good afternoon, everybody. I'm taking it easy today. I've been working hard. I was going to go outside and do tea time, but guess what? It's nasty out there. The bottom is getting ready to drop out of it, out of the clouds. I can see the rain hitting my dogwood tree leaves. It's going to be big. So I'm inside, taking my time. Just going to enjoy the rain. I may take a nap in a little bit. Who knows? Because I've gotten most of my work done. Somebody said they were from Oklahoma. I was looking at the rally in Tulsa. I've been to Tulsa many times. Leanne and I have been to Tulsa many times. And we were, I was kind of thinking, I've never wanted to go to a Trump rally, but that one looked like a lot of fun. I mean, they had security up and all kinds of good stuff, and there was lots of social distancing. But he's going to be speaking twice. Once at 7 o'clock and another at 8 or 9 o'clock. So it's going to be interesting. So, never wanted to go to one, but this one's going to be big. Anyway. Y'all know I'm a Trump supporter. I have been since the beginning. I might not have been in the very beginning. I didn't know who. I was open because I wanted to study the candidates. And that's what I always do. I study the candidates. I didn't early vote this time. We have a primary runoff election in our 11th district. So I didn't early vote because my precinct is just right there. I mean, I could walk out my back door and down the back 40 and down and be at my voting precinct pretty much in 15-minute walk. I could do that. Be at the voting precinct. So I didn't vote early but it's been heavy turnout. So I'll go over when I get up early on Tuesday morning and go vote. And I have a dentist appointment after that. Anyway, I'd like to do my civic duty to go vote. And Madison Cawthorn is in the runoff. He's 25. You have to be 25 to if you got elected to the office of House of Representatives, you would have to be 25 by the time the election happens. He will turn 25 in August. He was on his way to the military academy at West Point when he was in a bad car accident and he lost his spot at the military academy. He couldn't do any, he's in a wheelchair. He lost the use of his legs, and but his mother and I are friends. We're great friends, and I've spoken at her house. She had a lot of women come to her house around Christmas time a few years ago, and I spoke to these wonderful ladies, and they were people that she mentored, and it was just a great evening had by all. And I ran into her the other day at the barbecue restaurant, and yeah, I broke social distancing and I had to give her a hug. So, it is what it is. So I will be voting for Madison Cawthorn because I think he has a lot of potential. And to represent us. He wasn't handpicked by somebody to take over a seat that Mark Meadows was our representative, and then he went to be the president's chief of staff, which won't last long. I think he's getting ready to run for a Senate seat in the state of North Carolina, but who knows? So I'm talking politics. I probably need to stop that. Yep, I'm going to vote for Madison next week too. He's a good kid. There's a lot of terrible commercials out there about him done by PACs, which I think we should do away with these PACs. I don't like these PACs. But we're here to relax, and I'm not doing much relaxing, talking politics. But y'all, just, if you have a hobby of something that you really love, and I think we need to know who we're voting for. I really think it's important that we're registered to vote, and I'm not telling you how to vote, that you're registered to vote, and local politics is important to all of us. Our local politics. It sets our tax rates, not on a federal level, but our property tax rates. All of that stuff is, and I was a county commissioner for 6 years. So it is important to know your local school boards and what they stand for. That's a big, big thing. Mayors, all of it's big. Local politics is more important than federal politics, I believe. And Robert does too, because he was a local politician for 20 years. He was a judge. And now the sun has come out. The sun will come out either in this minute or the next minute, who knows. And then I just saw a news report on the Belmont Stakes. And, Belmont Stakes has always been where the Triple Crown winner could be won. Well, guess what? It's not this year. It's the first horse race of the year. It's not going to have any people there. And they're going to run the horse race. So they changed the length of it from 1 3/4 to 1 1/4, what the Kentucky Derby would have been. Now, I'm a Kentucky Derby girl. I grew up, half my adolescent life I was grown up in Kentucky. So I did Kentucky basketball, and Kentucky, the horses and the Churchill Downs. You just, it's in your blood, I guess. So they're going to run the Preakness this evening too. Not the Preakness, the Belmont Stakes. So that's in New York, Belmont, New York. anyway, just it's a pleasant afternoon. I've been getting some work done. Leanne and I have been chatting back and forth. I've popped into her show this afternoon. I don't get to do that very often. And, we're having fun. And we're so excited about this conference. We're just about to pee our pants, y'all. I'm telling you. We can't wait. We really can't. I've already started my launch pad for the conference. And it's just fun. Fun to think about. Uh-oh, there's a cat that wants in here. Well, see, I have never heard, I'll be honest with you, I have never heard of Juneteenth in my whole life. And there it shows up on my Google Calendar on my computer. And I've never heard of it. Now, in where I grew up in West Tennessee, I worked with people of a different color, and they celebrated August the 8th. That is when the people in that area found out there was freedom, So, maybe we'll have a 2-week holiday from June the 19th through, the cat wants in, y'all. The cat wants in. June the 19th through July the 4th. Wouldn't that be fun to just take the summer off? We started off with one Independence Day and go to the next. And I think it'd be I think it'd be fun. But I've never heard it. And then I watched our First Lady yesterday. And you look up the First Lady on Facebook or Twitter, either one. And she read a book about Juneteenth that was written from a precious child's standpoint. When she got up and they celebrated, they had a picnic because they were no longer slaves. How beautiful is that? How beautiful is that? So I think knowing history, and I've been exposed to history, but I've not been exposed to all the history. Nobody can be exposed to all history except my husband. He knows a lot of history. But I was exposed to the Civil War. I had a high school American history teacher who I think was a bigot. Yep, I really think he was a bad person. I think he was a really bad person. And I know he was a bad person because he went to jail for he's just a bad person. But all he taught us was Civil War history. We had to know the battles. We had to know all of this. And I didn't get to learn anything about World War I, World War II, the Korean War that my father fought in. I didn't know anything about the French and Indian War. I've had to learn all of that since I have gotten grown. And we can read books. We are not limited. Now, Leanne, she had to learn a lot of this stuff to become a U.S. citizen. She chose to become a U.S. citizen. She had to take a test to become a U.S. citizen. She had to learn this stuff. I didn't have to learn it to graduate from high school. I just had to get a decent score in that man's class. But I've grown up, and when I've needed to learn something, I've read about it. I've re-educated myself. So indentured servants are a different matter. They indentured themselves to somebody to help them get a start in this country, and it would be 7 years. There were slaves in the Bible and indentured servants in the Bible too. I think Jacob indentured himself to Rachel's dad to marry Rachel for 7 years. But he got tricked and he married Rachel's sister because His dad did that. But you have to want to learn more about your history, about, I have traced back my lineage all the way to England and Ireland. I'm Irish, 67% Irish. And I've traced it back. Now, Robert's traced his back all the way to the Isle of Scilly. And yeah, it's kind of fun. It's just kind of fun to know these ancestors. I had some that fought in the Civil War. You can't get through the Civil War in this country unless you had somebody that fought on one side or the other. If your ancestors were here. I have been told, I don't have any blood in my veins to tell me that, because 23andMe tells me I don't have any Native American blood in me. But my great-grandmother, her mother was named Mary. My grandfather met her on the trip from North Carolina on the Trail of Tears. And I've been told my whole life that my great-great-grandmother was full-blooded Cherokee, which would make me 1/16. But do I have any 1/16 blood in me? No. But that's okay. I still know. Her name is in my great-grandmother's Bible, and I have it. Mary McClure. Mary McClure. So, the history is what you've been given. Scott Adams had the same type of history in his family. He was told that his great-great-grandmother was some Indian tribe. But do we have it? No, he didn't have it. So when the presidential candidate didn't have it in her blood either, and she was from Oklahoma, and that's where they headed with the Trail of Tears. And it was all because Andrew Jackson wanted to take over the area where I live and give it to people because there was supposed to be gold here. Yeah, there was a little gold, but not much. Not much. That's what the Trail of Tears was over. Money. You can always follow the money. Anywhere in history, you can always follow the money. Yep, it's in everything. The greed is rampant. It's all about what we can give for ourselves. Nobody talks about giving. You know, I wonder that too if 23andMe is scamming us. I think it's getting better all the time, but as Leanne said, it predicted that she would have dimples. Yep, they've told us some good stuff. They've told us some real good stuff about ourselves. And Leanne has some big old dimples. Hey, Kaylee. But it's history. It's not who we are right now. It's not who we are this minute. It's not, it's not who we are deep down inside. I knew my great-grandmother. She taught me how to pee standing up. Patty's just going to die. She taught me how to pee standing up when we went to the fair together one time. I was 6 years old. 6 years old. And she taught me how to pee standing up. Now that's a talent. That is a talent. I'm not going to tell y'all how to do it either. No, not going to tell you how to do it. But our ancestors are our ancestors. They're not who we are today. No. So we have to... Patty's laughing. We have to learn to just know who you are. Read your Bible. I mean, Leanne's 1 o'clock show today was just beautiful. I think she was going into, she's lost her Bible with the move last year. She lost a box of 2 boxes of things that she never got. And she lost her Bible. I can't imagine losing my Bible. But it happens. It happens. Stuff happens. So we can come up We can re-educate ourselves. We can buy new Bibles. At least we're in a country where we can have Bibles and they don't get destroyed. So drink up. Here's to knowing who we are. And next Saturday, guess what? You're going to dig a little bit deeper into who you are. Who you are as a person. What you want out of life. What you've been missing and why you've been missing it. We're going to deal with all of that. And we're going to have people standing by to help folks, but we're going to dig in. And it's not just going to be a 15-minute talk to just scrape the surface. We are going to dig in. So go to savingdinner.com/house and sign up for our conference. It's $47. Anywhere else, this conference would cost $200. But we came up with a price that was just right. I thought of that too about Leanne's Bible blessing someone else right now because it's full of notes. It goes back from when she first got married, before her children were born. It is blessing somebody else. And the notes, I've got my grandmother's Bible too, and my mother's Bible, and I will open it up and I read notes that they made in it while they were listening and studying or listening to a pastor. We all have the YouVersion app on our phones. All we gotta have to do is I check the Bible verse for today at midnight every night. Don't tell that. What do you mean, don't tell what? I don't know what I'm not supposed to tell, but I tell everything. That's what Patty says. I tell everything. I don't keep secrets. It's not fun to keep secrets. It's painful for you to keep secrets. It makes you sick, really, to keep secrets. It makes you sick in your chest to hide things. If you're having money troubles, you need to share that with somebody because you're going to get a bad chest infection. All you got to do is just study Dr. Christiane Northrup. There was something out there. Anyway, folks, y'all have a good rest of the day. Enjoy your afternoon. Do something fun with the family. Grill some hot dogs out. Make some s'mores if you've got good weather. To teach the people how to pee standing up at the conference. Oh my goodness. My sister said the word pee. Y'all, take note. Let's all give her some applause. Give her some thumbs up. Oh, she just hangs her head and goes, oh no, she's saying pee again. Oh, yep, Bibles do chronicle everything like that. Well, y'all have a great day. I love you all. And I will see you tomorrow afternoon at 3. Don't do a show on Sunday morning. But tomorrow afternoon, have a good rest of the day. Go get signed up for the conference. We're looking forward to it. You are not going to believe what we're going to get into. You're not going to believe it. Patty said, Lordy mercy, that's Granny. Oh, she's channeling Granny right now. I declare. Anyway, I love y'all. Be good. And when you're bad, you're better. See you later. Bye.